Do you know how to use lequel, laquelle, auquel, and duquel in French? Many of my students have a hard time understanding the correct situation to use them. They are pronouns and they are used in complex sentences. Let me tell you everything about them.
Mais laisse-moi tranquille, Marcel.
Oh, elle est ratée. À moi.
First of all, because French is French, we like to have a specific word for the feminine, the masculine, the singular, and the plural options. So here they are. As you can see, we use lequel for singular masculine, laquelle for singular feminine, lesquels with only one L for the plural masculine, and lequel with double L-E for plural feminine. By the way, the pronunciation of the two plurals is lesquels. It's exactly the same. A first appropriate situation to use lequel, lesquels, etc. is to ask questions. They are the French for which one or which ones. Like for instance, j'aime bien ces deux paires de chaussures, Marcel. Lesquelles tu préfères?
Celle-là.
It means, I like these two pairs of shoes. Which one is your favorite, Marcel? We also use lequel to repeat a noun in a complex sentence. If you look closer to the way lequel is built, you can see que in it. So lequel is a more complex version of que. I have a trick to help you understand the logic of lequel. Just think in old Victorian English. Put yourself into the shoes of a queen or a king and speak in a very, very elegant and fancy way. For instance, instead of saying, I slept in a bed that was not comfortable, say, the bed I slept in which was not comfortable. I am fully aware the in which in this sentence doesn't make sense in modern English, but back in the days you might have spoken like that because it's French logic. In French we would say, le lit dans lequel j'ai dormi n'était pas confortable. Don't say, I paid for a service that was not satisfying. Instead say, the service I paid for, which was not satisfying. En français, le service pour lequel j'ai payé n'était pas satisfaisant. As you can see from the examples, we always use lequel with the preposition to make a complex and twisted sentence. The point is to bring a part of a sentence that we want to insist on at the beginning of the sentence, thanks to lequel and friends. So here, in the examples, we are taking le bed, le lit, or le service, the service, at the beginning of the sentence, repeated with lequel to highlight this part. We can use lequel with many prepositions. For instance, par laquelle, pour lequel, avec lesquels, sur lesquels, etc. But if we use lequel with a or de, we have to make contractions, and we get auquel, duquel, auquel in the plural, masculine and feminine, and desquels in the plural, masculine and feminine. Don't forget that for the singular feminine, we don't make any contraction. We keep à laquelle or de laquelle. Here is an example. Le restaurant auquel nous sommes allés n'était pas assez chic. The restaurant to which we went was not chic enough. Okay, I hope everything is clear, but I am aware that it's very difficult for you to use these words in French because they just don't exist in English. But keep in mind that you need to think in very old and fancy, elegant Victorian English, and a preposition is always needed in the picture. If you want more info and detailed explanation, I have a longer version of this video in French. I recommend you also check it out. Also, go to my Patreon if you want to have more details and explanation about this topic. And I really hope to see you very soon again. Salut tout le monde, à bientôt. Ciao ciao.